Hi, I'm Gavin Glixman, you're watching Sunboxing, and we're here to talk to Anthony Joshua. Anthony Joshua, thank you for joining us. Pro debut's out of the way now, you came through it in double quick time. I promised I'd ask you how it felt boxing at the O2, so fill me in.
Boxing at the O2, you know, I'm a London boy myself. It was really good because I had all my family, my friends and people from across Great Britain come down to support. And what makes that special is that I put on a good show for them to see, and to have everyone back in the arena supporting me doing what I do since the Olympics is a really good time for me.
Emmanuel Leo was unbeaten going into the fight. Did you expect to beat him as quickly as you did?
No, because in the sense that I trained for 6 rounds, didn't I? So to take him out in one, it shows that the training's been paying off.
As you've said, obviously you can't please everyone. It was your pro debut. A lot of people seem to think you should have been in there with a David Haye or Vladimir Klitschko. Is your message just to boxing fans in general, just stay calm, I'll get there but I need time?
Yeah, in a sense, yeah, because it's great to see what Lomachenko is doing, competing for a world title in his second pro fight, but he's had 2 Olympic gold medalists, 2 Olympic gold medals, 2 world gold medals and stuff like that. So I'm going to take a little bit more time than that to be fighting David Haye or Klitschko in my second fight. But as I said, and you said, we'll get there.
Do you think though the expectation level is too high? I mean, you're Olympic gold medalist, but I don't know, people just seem to put so much pressure on our athletes when they've done well and then turn pro.
It's not a bad thing, because if you do live up to expectations, you're laughing. But the negative, as you said, is that the expectations, if you don't achieve it, is, oh, he wasn't as good as what he said. But you've got to remember, if you always look at what I say, I don't like to talk too highly of myself. I think I've got a little bit of talent, and I'm going to try to use it to my best ability in the boxing ring, and that's where I'm at right now.
You're out again on Saturday night against Paul Butlin. Yeah. How'd you see that one going?
Not to sound cocky or nothing, but I'm going to win. I train hard, and I'm really focused, and I'm determined, and I'm sure he is as well. But you know, I've watched Paul Butlin time and time again. Probably watch every video on YouTube. I don't like to judge my opponents from what I see on YouTube, but I think I know the key to beat Paul Butlin.
Are you looking just to get a few rounds under your belt this time though?
What will be, you know. But as I said, I'm fit enough to do the rounds.
Providing you stay injury free, Eddie Hearn's going to have you out 5 times before the end of the year. That must just be music to your ears.
Yeah, I might have to fake a little injury, you know, that's a lot of bouts. But you know, I'm only playing. That's why I went with Matchroom Sports, because of the fact that it can keep me active, and to be out 4 to 5 times before the year ends is exactly what I was looking for. So all credit to these guys, and you know, the exposure through Sky, and that's a great platform for me to start my career on. So all thanks to Matchroom as well.
Obviously, you're part of a great stable at Matchroom. How have you found working with Eddie so far?
Cool, man. He's doing what he's promised. He said he's going to keep me busy, going to keep me active. But when you're winning, everything's always sweet, isn't it? And right now, that's what's happening. So, as I said, right now, it's all good. After
Paul Butlin, you'll be at York Hall on the prizefighter card. Yes. Not actually in prizefighter, but you'll be on the card. Obviously, it's a real atmosphere, authentic kind of boxing place.
Yeah, really intimate. It's a really intimate venue. Everyone's involved. As I said, you've got James Toney coming over, real boxing fans. You know, he's not the one that we knew as a super middleweight, but it's James Toney. You know, that name stands alone in itself. I can not debut in it, but I'll be on the show as well. My cousin's going to be on the show. And it's London, we're 2 Londoners, so it's going to be great again to be boxing in London.
Will you be watching the opponents? Obviously, it's a heavyweight prize fighter, so you're keeping an eye on them?
Yeah, 100%. And I'm sure Eddie is as well, so it'll be good. There'll be a few eyes on him.
Is he someone you'd fancy taking on in the future?
In all honesty, whoever my coach tells me I'm going to box, I'll box. But you know, James Toney's a legend, so I don't want to speak any negative breath on him. But as I said, if I have to, I will.
With David Haye's fight against Tyson Fury being put back due to David getting injured, the domestic heavyweight scene's going to go quiet for a little bit. Do you think you can make a real impact before February? Yeah,
it's a really good opportunity for me, and timing is everything. But I just hope I can end this year on a high with a few wins under my belt, and that'll be a really good time for me.
So if you get to Christmas with 5 victories, I know you don't want to look too far into the future, but this time next year, where do you see yourself?
Potentially on the David Haye and Tyson Fury build, that'll be good as well. And 5, I'll have about 13 fights by next year, about 13 to 14 fights. It's just an interesting time as a heavyweight. When you start getting into the double figures, that's when stuff starts getting interesting. So maybe looking at a British title, hopefully. One step at a time though. You know.
Did you ever dream you'd be this busy?
Nah, I didn't. Honestly, I didn't. It's a blessing, boxing. So that's what I'm just trying to knuckle down and use it to my advantage, meet good people, improve on my training and make the most of my time while I'm involved in the sport.
Just finally, looking back now that you made your pro debut, are you definitely sure you made the right choice not to stay amateur for the next Olympics?
Let's wait until I get in a tough scrap before I say that. But right now, I do like it. I do like the professional game, man. I just feel it's a real deal, and I'm happy about the Olympics. But you know, I just feel like when I watch fighters, I've always watched like the likes of these professional athletes, these professional boxers, and now I'm in a position to achieve what I've watched them for so many years doing. It's like, wow, I'm part of that legacy now, you know. And who knows if I'll be a champion or not? Well, since when I signed that paper to become a professional, I'm part of heavyweight history.
We've seen as well that the amateurs have lost their headgear now.
Yeah.
What do you make of that?
Well, I think it's good. Unfortunately, Charlie got cut out in the World Championships, which is unfortunate, but these are the things that come with the territory. Obviously, it's going more towards a professional system, even as an amateur with WSB, APB, no head guards. And I think that will either sway athletes to either stay amateur, or they'll say, you know what, this is just like the professional game, I'm going to turn professional. And that was part of the decision for me, is that they're getting rid of head guards at WSB. Why do it halfway? Let me just turn professional and make the full transition.
Anthony, thank you for your time. Good luck for Saturday.
I'll give my best. Thank you.